Our guest today is Jim Parkman. This was a huge case. I mean, this was the fourth largest accounting fraud in the history of the United States.
The CEO of HealthSouth, the Fortune 500 healthcare company.
Ferrari Enzo was nearly obliterated in the high-speed crash along the PCH.
Zenvo, ST1, 50S.
He went from being on the Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Only made 3 for the United States.
Bobby Khan, former exotic car dealer turned #1 FBI's most wanted fugitive.
Generally, when you look at the law, 90% of the time it's against you.
The FBI put a $20,000 reward for information into his arrest.
Bobby Khan scammed super rich customers at a New Jersey car dealership.
Join myself and James Parkman, my attorney and best friend, as we have cars, courts, and conversations.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Parkman Khan Unleashed. That's Jim Parkman, and this is Bobby Khan. And today we're come jam-packed. It's been a great week. President Trump's in office 72 hours, and he's been busy.
Very busy. I don't know if you did or not, but I caught some of the inauguration stuff.
I did too. Yeah, I was glued to the TV that day.
Yeah, I don't know why I watched it, but I did.
It's history.
I guess, but the only thing I came, the pageantry and all the money they spent on that. And, flying the now ex-president off to his home and all that. I think the only thing that really this is going to sound crazy, okay? The only thing that really interests me is what Trump's wife was wearing.
No, listen. I know what you're going to say.
I want to go against what everybody else says.
Okay.
I thought the outfit was unbelievable.
She was beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Absolutely.
The outfit was presidential.
Yep. The prettiest first lady we've ever had.
The outfit was just gorgeous on her. I thought even the hat. I liked the hat.
I did
you
too.
Know you know what the hat reminded me of? Now everybody.
Hamburglar.
Huh?
The Hamburglar.
No. You ready?
That's what. Well, go ahead.
Probably the greatest introduction into sports marketing.
Okay.
It reminded me of what the Undertaker's hat looked like on WWE or WWF, whichever one you want to go with.
Okay.
It was classic.
Yep.
Her hat was classy.
No, listen, I told Stephanie at the moment, she looks beautiful. And I've always said this. She has to be the most beautiful first lady we've ever had. And you know what? People talk about Jackie Onassis. Jackie Onassis was not a pretty woman. I looked at her, I have always looked at pictures of her, and I'm like, I don't know what they found attractive about her. She was just young. That's all she was.
Well, I think there's a difference. Now, wait a minute now. There's a difference in what you're saying. Jackie Onassis was also classy.
She was classy.
Very classy. Just like Trump's wife. Very classy.
Yeah, no, she was classy,
Yes,
but people said beautiful, and I'm like, I don't see the beauty, I see the classiness. That's what I see.
Well, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
I guess. Right?
I mean, we know that from your wife. Look at it,
my wife's blind, okay?
I know. Don't ever fix her eyes.
We're not going to tell her anything.
Don't ever get that surgery done on her eyes. You're gone.
We just keep telling her that she married the most handsome man in the world.
Yeah, you keep telling her that until one day, maybe her sight's restored and she goes, my God, what have I been doing? But
by that time, it's too late.
I just wanted to say that because I don't know. I just thought that it was a classy look. And listen, I think not only was it classy, I think it went with her demeanor.
Absolutely. Yep. It fits her right there.
That was her. That she is not interested in,
any bullshit.
The limelight. She's not interested in having her stand out in front of the red carpet and have all that done. She dressed accordingly, and I think she acted accordingly.
Absolutely. She was great.
As a first lady.
Yep. And you know what? J.D. Vance's wife, great too.
No. I'm not taking away from that, but there wasn't a whole lot said other than, her outfit was great. But some of them have attacked. You know.
Well, of course they're gonna. Yeah, but that's what the media does. They attack everything.
I know.
You can't ever please anybody. I mean, you donate $1 billion and be like, why didn't you donate 2?
Yeah,
that's how the media. Is, so,
but I watched it, and that's what I got out of it. I will tell you one other thing. I did get something out of it. What's her name that sang the America the Beautiful?
Yeah, Carrie Underwood. That was impressive.
Now, let me tell you something. Not only can she sing. Okay? Not only is she beautiful, but she is brilliant. Let me tell you why. Why they couldn't get the music to play, I don't know. But she waited a minute, and then she took it in her own hands and said, this was even better. Not just her singing it. This was even better. She said,
join me.
Y'all sing along with me. We all know the words.
Exactly. And you know what it was? Why it was so sweet was because people were bashing her. And then, like, all of a sudden, they put her in such a bad position. If she would have screwed up, the media would have been
she ain't going to screw up. She's a professional.
But now she didn't screw up. And then she did it a cappella. And now it's like,
oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. And then was correct in saying, listen, everybody join in. Let's do this together. We're here
and
together.
Kamala didn't know the words.
Yeah.
And then they show Kamala Harris, and her words are totally off.
Well, I watched that to see if she knew the words. I was afraid, maybe even the president, past president, didn't know him. But
he doesn't even know what day it was. So.
But I just thought that made my day. And
listen, I'm happy the man's in office. I'm just jovial. He's coming to town on Saturday. So I'm hoping I get to meet him, and we'll find out. I'll know in a couple hours.
Okay. Well, when you do, tell him, I miss him, and he didn't send me any Christmas cards or any, letters or any present. I didn't get any of that, from him. All right. I know he was busy. I know he's busy, but still. Okay. I mean, don't.
Listen, the guy only issued 1,500 pardons. Actually, no, today is now 1,570 pardons. And,
let me
signed like.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Let me go into that. That's
Let's talk about that. Okay, January 6th. People.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Okay, everybody's screaming at him about giving pardons and all this. Look. If we're going to scream, if somebody's going to scream about him doing it, then you better scream at the other president doing it. I mean, come on. I mean, he gave pardons to guys that killed FBI agents. I mean, what? I mean, and then his family and
the child rapist, the guy that sent, the judges that sent those kids to prison or pay to play.
Yeah, right? I mean. So look, if you're going to fuss about it, recognize that. The other side.
Biden was sneaky with his pardons. Biden waited until the time when Trump has taken his oath of office to pardon his family. But Trump campaigned on he was going to pardon the January 6th people. He said it from the
beginning. That wasn't the thing. Now, Biden said he wasn't.
Yeah, Biden said he wasn't going to pardon his son. Biden said he's not going to pardon anybody else. Biden pardoned everybody under the sun.
Except me.
And then... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know what? I'm waiting for my pardon.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, where is that, by the way?
I don't know.
Is it in the mail?
I don't know. They called the White House and say, "Hey, where's my pardon?"
Maybe when you meet him, tomorrow, the next day, whenever he's coming, maybe you need to say something to him about this. That they pardoned every known criminal in the world.
What if I just dress up as a giant pardon, right, and just have him sign?
Just have him sign your stomach. There you go, and then you can, go to your parole officer and say, "Look,
be like, all right, listen, I'm pardoned.
Get out of my."
Yeah, exactly. I'm done.
I'm through with you. But it really is something to see that they all do it. I mean, it's not just Trump.
Absolutely,
it's every one of them.
Nope. All right. So let's talk about this January. It's all serious note. Okay. And this is one of the things I want to talk about. So when a president signs a pardon, okay, or an executive order, that is instant. Okay. So when you sign a pardon, you're supposed to be released from prison right away.
That's correct.
Okay.
Unless you're on a hold for something else, or
that's different. Okay. Yeah. There's a detainer or something.
That's right.
He signs a pardon, and the people say, well, 15 hours later, they still didn't release the people. They're like, well, there's nobody here to sign the paperwork. I'm sorry, but if the president signed an order, you pick up the person that's all supposed to sign the orders, tell them to come into work, sign the orders, and get those people out the door. Because if something happens to those people, if they get injured, they get hurt, they get killed, who's responsible? What are you going to just say? I'm sorry? No. That's the president's order. That means you get up off your lazy ass, you go in there, you do your job, and you do what was supposed to be. And that just goes to my point when I say the system is so screwed up when it comes to the Bureau of Prisons and the people that run it. They think that because they have so much power over the people that are in there, like basically, you don't matter, your lives don't matter, your families don't matter, and we're not going to listen to anybody. In this point, that meant even the president of the United States. If I was Trump, and if those people were not released, I would have sent down the National Guard and said, get them out of there.
Or the U.S. Marshals.
Or U.S. Marshals, whatever.
And let me make this clear, too. Okay, I want to make this clear. I almost sounded like, well, it's okay to pardon all these people, because the Democrats pardoned a bunch of people, we pardoned a bunch of people. I'm not in favor of these. I want to tell you that. Now, if a person is swept into the Capitol building and didn't touch anybody, didn't hurt anybody, didn't say anything, just got moved into the crowd, then I can see that. But now, if you attack somebody in there, okay, you don't get pardoned. That's my and now. The same goes with the Democrats. Okay.
Yep. No. But
I want you to understand that.
But I mean, there was a handful of people that were the aggressors, that were violent.
That's right.
Aggressors, right? But then there was a lot of people that were just there.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about.
They didn't hurt anybody. They didn't do anything. They were just walking around. Because the cops opened the gates and let them in there, and they walked in there, and they didn't hurt anybody. They were just following lines. They didn't do anything.
Or pushed in there.
They lost their lives. They lost their businesses. They lost their jobs, their respect. And then they were treated harsher than, like I always say, in this country, if you're going to commit a crime, you might as well commit a violent crime, because anything else, if it's political or white collar, they're going to destroy your life. And that's what they did with these people. They went in there. They couldn't get visitations. They couldn't get this. They were treated harshly by the guards. But then somebody can go out there and commit murder, and the guards will respect that person. They won't. He'll get his visitation. He'll get his commissary. He'll get everything. And then when he's released from prison, he gets out sooner than the person that is a political prisoner or a person that's a white collar prisoner.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to make it. I wanted to put it on record. Okay.
Yeah,
that I know it goes on. I understand the process. I understand why we're paying back. We're paying back political
favors.
We're doing whatever. I understand it. I don't like it.
Yep.
Now,
exactly. But it happens.
If it's a nonviolent offender, and you're showing that that a person can make it in life and has never been in trouble with the law before and hadn't killed anybody or assaulted anybody or anything like that, then do it. I can understand that. I can. But the rest I can't. And but it's done. And so,
it's over. But
it's
move
over.
on.
It's done. It's over. But if you're going to point fingers, make sure you point them at everybody. Don't just point them at just one person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it goes both ways. But we got another topic that just came out. It's hot off the press. Literally, the headline popped up right before we jumped on here. So let's talk about that. Let me hang up on this one. Let's get on.
Well,
okay.
All right.
Thanks for watching.